And you're now live on YouTube.
Right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Brewton Town Council Planning Committee meeting on 2nd November. My name is Steve Town, I'll be chairing this meeting. We want to make the meeting available to as many people as possible, regardless of whether it's a hybrid setup, in person, or online via Zoom. Those in the room, you housekeeping, those exit to the rear corner of the room, 7 points in the car park, toilet connected in the corridor on the right hand side, or there is an accessible toilet to the right of the left. Any panelists on Zoom, please use the electronic raise hand by clicking on the participants button at the bottom of the screen. Any attendees on Zoom, please post questions to the Q&A board. Attendees' names are visible. On the questions board for the record, if questions answered. Tonight, Janie, no, Catherine's doing a clerk and James is going to do the IT and manage the questions block for the participants. The meeting will be recorded for community purposes and will be live streamed to our YouTube channel. Thank you. Item number 2 on the agenda, any comments, questions from public? Any questions and comments from councillors?
No.
Excellent. Item number 3 on the agenda, agree apologies for absence received. I've got apologies from Lisa and from Polly. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Item number 4 on the agenda, declarations of any members' interest.
If we discuss item 3, 4, 6 for everyone, on credit interest, if a man has a property in the same street.
Similarly, 349, similarly, item 349, the applicant is a friend of mine. So I think we'll be discussing.
Great, thank you. Excellent. Item number 5 on the agenda, agree the minutes of the, meetings of the minute held on the 21st of September, which was the last physical phone meeting. Great, thank you very much. And then, to note that the minutes of the meeting on the 12th of October, don't agree. How do we do that, Jane?
So there are no minutes to agree because the decisions were made with myself and Steve as chair. He has now delegated powers according to standing orders. So you may wish to note the decision, the comments that were returned.
Right, but we don't vote on that.
But you don't have to vote on that.
Okay, so no decision. And item number, whatever it said, to consider the major plan applications received.
Helen Papers is got.
Yeah.
James on it. Okay. There with I'm struggling. Yeah. Oh, yes. I know I'm happy with that. Thank you. The first the first application that we're going to look at is 342, which is the land at Rodham Road, and it's the erection of a 132 kV gas insulated switchgear building and a 33 kV switchhouse building. So there's the block plan and location plan on the screen. It's where the current substation is already. There's no existing drawings, because the existing drawings are for a different site, one in Home, I believe, so that's actually not that useful for us. So these are some existing images that I've got of Google Maps, just to show the context. It is the substation next to where the proposed battery energy storage system is going, and where the uses. So there's no proposed site plan. So I think just looking to upgrade the two buildings that are already existing on the site. These are the proposed plans and elevations, so they're just brick buildings. Again, proposed view from the road, and the proposed substation elevations. They're not applying for full permission. They're applying as a certificate of proposed use or development. They have got permitted development rights already on the substation, so it's just the building that we're looking at. That is the upgrades come under permitted development. So we can only comment on how the buildings work, but it isn't really a full application anyway.
How can we comment on buildings if it's something how we
I can comment on how a building like that I feel it should look.
yeah.
I don't know what a switch gas whatsoever is, but if I was to take gas, that's what it would look like. But I don't have any issue. I don't have enough technical knowledge to tell you about substations. I don't really agree with it.
I think we have no circulated technical note going around about the details of this installation gas. Also, it's just a technical upgrade, and I don't think any planning consideration.
The system basically is you use gas rather than air, and much more compact. You don't leave it in the open air. Technology. So, no objection, straight, no comment, really, I suppose, isn't it?
Okay, no comment.
No comment.
Yeah.
No comment. Do we have to vote on no comment?
Excellent, to the flying start.
Very good. No.
Okay, I don't actually know what I'm talking about with the next one, so. The next one is 344 36A Bucks Hill, and it's refurbishment of an existing house to create a new passive house, single story row extension on a loft roof outlet. So they're essentially tearing the whole house apart and building it all, with full walls after the original walls remaining. So there's location plan and site plan on the screen. And then these are the existing ground floor, first floor, and roof plan. So it's currently a 2-bedroom 1960s, 3-bedroom 1960s cottage house. As the elevations, so pitch roof, clay tiles. It's incongruous in its setting, but obviously it's all right, there's nothing particularly. So we'll have to in a minute.
Sorry.
The proposed site plan and the proposed ground floor. So as you can see, they're getting rid of the bay window, they're opening up the ground floor, including an entrance lobby, new kitchen, just ratifying the existing plan. Then upstairs, 2 bedrooms with an ensuite and a bathroom, and then having an extra floor in the attic, again with more room for the bathroom, nothing exciting really. That was the new roof plan. They've gone from a hipped roof to the gable roof. Those are the proposed elevations. So it is now a very modern looking house. It's very different to what is there currently. Again, elevations. And then they've also included a model of the proposal. And that's the house in its context. So you can see it's in quite a large part, it's quite set back. The other houses around it, especially the two to the right, are very dissimilar to the rest of the road, which is the Victorian terraces. I don't know if so I don't think there's any overlooking. There shouldn't be any overshadowing, nothing planning. It's really just how it's in the wider context. And I think it's very good that they've gone to house standard with a house standard architect who is actually.
I think we should be quite supportive of it. So they're willing to make a significant investment in the property, bring it up to 20 through standards. The problem.
I think we should be fairly supportive of it. The base of it, house of house, solar panels, fantastic. It's exactly what we say.
I agree with what Andy and Jim have just said, but when I looked at this, I'm trying to work out exactly how much they're actually doing to make it a passive house. Understanding of passive house. And the fact that, passive house requires a lot more than just upgrading. And also, I question the fact that they still retain the chimney and some sort of fire that maybe would burn, I don't know. So I'm struggling with, I admire what they're doing, I think it's great, but I'm just struggling a little bit as to how this house actually complies with being passive.
Rowan Lodge, isn't it? Yeah, we met. We did, yes. How you doing? Good. Okay, thanks. We're just talking about another one at the moment, and then maybe we'll do that one next. We'll just finish off this one. Sorry.
Yeah, just to come up on that, if they're putting planning application in to say that it's a passive house, I'm just struggling a little bit from what I've seen on the portal. I'm just struggling a little bit as to what measures they've taken to make this a fully passive house, from just upgrading things like solar panels, possible insulation. I'm not sure what they're doing about windows, and as I say, still retaining a chimney, and how that might operate. I'm basically just asking a question. Overall, I'm pleased with what they're trying to do.
So I'm not 100% sure. I think in the application it says the extension is how you house, but house standards I would have it's new. It's a slightly lower standard for an extension than I think the rest of the house is being retrofitted to that standard. I'm not sure what the chimney situation is. It may not be. I look at the plan,
Passive house is it's standard insulation. It's a building code.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
I'm aware of that because in life gone by, we actually put in ourselves personally an application for a passive house. I remember the regulations that we had to comply to in order to be able to call it passive.
I think the short description there, that the risk of going down and raffle down where the coppers are.
Yeah.
It could be read that we're creating a massive house extension and refurbishing the house. Which I think is
That's what it feels like. That's what it sort of reads like. I don't think you can actually just say, because we're refurbishing this house, we're now going to say it's passive.
You can retrofit anything up, you can retrofit a house to passive house standards. But it's far, there's different definitions, but far greater insulation, and there'll be lots of internal and external insulation. Triple glazing with integrated frames, which I'm guessing they'll have. Impressive airside levels around 20 plus and build up mechanical ventilation. So I think they're.
But I'm not seeing that in the application.
But it's call ourselves down the road now, a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I read it that they were building or they were refurbishing to a passive house standard, not to a passive house. To be slightly different.
Okay.
You
That's fine.
Yeah.
can get to a passive house standard, but if it isn't, well, you can get to a passive house standard, but if it doesn't tick every box, you won't get a certificate. So you can say, my house is to passive house standard, but you can't. It isn't a passive house. Actually, in the description of proposed works, they are saying to create a new passive house. The single story with extension of developments, work including triple glazed windows, insulation, united doors, and external finishes.
Whatever way, blue stuff is going to be very well insulated, very energy efficient, which is more of anything else?
Please.
So, there's 14, I think. Yeah, go on, further. Thank you, Andy. Great, that's unanimous.
Original to the original. Brilliant.
Right, can we look around?
We can, so just yeah, you have to bear with me, because we weren't meant to talk about anything, there was actually not a presentation, but I will get up the, I'm going to take 1 minute. I'll get the time.
Just probably bringing that up, I think there was some discussion about why you felt you needed this building consent. Because it's within the curtilage of the property we were told as well.
We weren't 100% convinced. We were told by the council how we were doing that.
Okay, thank you. We were told by the council in order to completely validate the application to put in the building consent application. Basically, a mirror image of the original application, but we also included a fence along the boundary with the cannon, which obviously has effectively original listed building, but it's actually the original application. That's the only difference. You know, I mean, it's cursive, just it is, if anything, not actually listed.
No, it's not listed, but it's in the curtilage of Rowden, Rowden House, and the wall attached to it is listed. I might find it, which is really well here. Oh, I got it right. I'm ready. It's when I'm under portal work. Okay, I am ready.
Well,
Thank you.
So I think we're going to be like order.
That's okay. We're just happy with people.
we actually spoke about this one last meeting, but we didn't have a public meeting because there was so few on it and we couldn't look at it. So the only thing on the agenda this time is this.
So the listed building application, I'd say the listed building application is identical.
Sure.
Except it's just for
So, as you're here, you might as well put it up and
that's
see
where
what
we
we have
go
about
as
it.
well. If there are any questions, it makes sense to just come up and chat to them.
Okay, so Rowden Lodge is the.
I guess you're all up to speed with having been there and visited the meeting.
Yeah, I'm just going to block it down. That's the location for those who haven't visited. Things there on house. So it's on Vallis Road and goes round next to the care home. It's all on the side. Existing one, not the roof one. Difficult that one. The existing plans, there is currently a stable garage, series of storerooms, dining room, kitchen, larder, a living room downstairs, and then 2 bedrooms and a bathroom upstairs. Jonathan and Andy are proposing to refurbish the entire building, which I will show you.
No. First floor.
There we go. Very professional there. So these are the proposed plans, which involve getting rid of this series of outbuildings, amalgamating them into the main building with a larger kitchen and dining room, living room, reception room, etc. downstairs, and that's the main bedroom, and upstairs 3 bedrooms, a couple of bathrooms, everything new, and a carport.
Do you want to just run us through what you're doing? Probably the easiest thing.
Yeah, sure. Building. Are you familiar with the building? Do you know what the building looks like? I mean, 1970s arts and crafts building.
Yeah.
That's been a bit about over the years and very unsympathetic alterations done to it. There's a garage and outbuildings that were built pretty run down, ugly. All we want to do is basically restore the building to its former glory and add a story extension where the ugly garage and outbuildings are at the moment.
Yeah.
And just do a completely restoration to it. It's had various additions. I've just followed the view of it. It's a beautiful building. And internally, it's been looked about, I think originally, what we looked at it, it was a stable block for the original house with accommodation attached to it. Over the years, it's been altered to the degree that you saw it.
Yeah.
Everything's been altered inside. Upstairs, it's just modern partitioning. Actually bizarre, it's made of fiberboard, but it looks sort of funny combination, all sorts of stuff. It's all modern. You're just proposing to hit a house, get the modern time, but respecting its sort of heritage, the fact that it's a heritage asset.
Yeah.
Can't say more than that really. I mean, we're not doing anything bad to it, as far as I can tell.
No, we know you've been inside, I mean, so.
It's a mess.
Yeah. It's really a mess.
The building itself is like crying out to be loved, and there's nothing to love it.
What are you doing in terms of installation?
At the moment, there isn't any insulation there at all. So we are proposing to insulate the actual max that we can, rather than rely on heating up and keeping it warm that way. We're trying to put as much insulation in as possible, so that everything's insulated as far as we can. We're in the middle of just working out the insulation values. And the building inspector around, been talking with him about the various ways of doing it. But in terms of insulation, try to insulate it as much as possible. Use current standards. Well, that's what we're aiming for.
Okay.
We have discussed about getting someone over
actually say, look, this is what we're proposing, what would end up being, rather than doing it and then we go, oh, we need to stick wind turbine in the garden or something like that. It's very easy to insulate, insulate the roof, insulate the floors, the one extension obviously will be insulated. There was, I think, a comment on the new value of the coating that we're putting in. So I've spoken to the building regulations officer in connection with that, and he's happy for us to sort of upgrade everything else. But what we're trying to do is get glazing that's sort of sympathetic to the building, that isn't heavy and looks modern. So try and get additional sort of crystal window by very natured construction as a sign.
Have a gas boiler and you do anything with that?
We do have a gas boiler at the moment, yeah.
You're keeping that?
Yeah. We had a chat with someone who does ground source and air source heat pumps, and he said the better system of going is to actually up the insulation to keep the gas boiler because of there were new electricity supplies and way it works and things. So we could look into that. But what we want to try and do is like, what we're aiming to do is like max out on insulation to beyond, because that's really quite a sensible way of doing it. At the moment, there's absolutely insulation there. The first thing that's what happened, as you understand it, there was a lady that lived there up to October last year. Well, the gas bill was absolutely huge. But yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of fiberglass in some of the lofts, but it doesn't do anything. So, yeah, rest assured, maximum insulation everywhere. We've just that's the best way to go, isn't it?
Yeah. We went the other day, you were cleaning up the street nicely, thank you, getting rid of all the weeds, and I explained that, which is why I became interested in this, so I'll be voting whatever we say, because, so where that silver car is down there, that's the property there, resident there and the neighbouring resident were concerned that the windows overlooking doors, who's round from your building, are currently opaque. And you're going to make them clear, they were worried that you would see into each other's bedrooms, which was a bit of a concern. But Jane, Catherine and I visited this afternoon and sort of took a bit of a sightline to it. And I think, probably think that won't happen. But is that when you tell me what will windows look like on that side of the building?
Yeah, I think it's still working again. I think when the building was first built like that, obviously it wouldn't have been there. And the view that the buildings there have been designed, the fact that the windows are opposite, whether they're obscure glass or clear glass, they've been designed not to look into the house. So, originally I think that the windows could have been, they weren't originally obscure, they were purposely obscure because that was made as a bathroom. So the windows on the lodge probably would have been clear glazing to begin with, but they chose to change them to obscure glazing. And the buildings here have been designed to take that fact into account. And like you say, you've got dormers on the left, dormers on the right, but the glazing in the middle has clearly been designed to actually not look into the windows opposite. Because I think that the lodge would have the option of actually clear glazing or obscure glazing. It wasn't the planning restraint on the lodge, obviously, to have clear obscure glazing. But we've also taken into account the design of the rooms. If you look on the plan, I don't know if you can go back to that, the windows are offset in the rooms, but they're not in the middle of the bedroom and in the middle of one of the bathroom anyway. So they're offset in the rooms, and if you scroll down to the first floor.
Yeah, you can see the windows are sort of offset in the rooms. And so the bottom is, that would be, the bathroom would probably be a neck curtain or something like that over anyway. The bedroom is sort of off to the left rather than in the centre of the room. So you come in and not see how straight away. But you look out straight into that, and then we've sort of through them with the window open, and all you get is you just see a very obscure window that you can't see into anyway. And I don't think, because they're set slightly higher up than the dormers, I think they're designed not to be looked out of directly into this side. Okay, does that answer your question?
Yeah, the two properties that are relatively back at the bottom ones, one and 16 now. And as you arrive, that's actually the bathrooms. And so you lay in your berth and look at the sky.
Yes.
It's not standing up and looking at it really. So
Yeah.
that's what reassured me. Thank you.
Yeah, we were sensitive to that fact, but we sort of realised that the house is opposite because they were built after this house was here and the windows already existed, but they were designed with that in mind.
Yeah. Good, I think, obviously, thanks very much for showing us around. We look forward to reading the article.
It's a fantastic building, we really look forward to doing it. And that's, like I said, since that photograph's been taken, we've cleared up, just what obviously want to do a nice job to it. And we just want to clear it up and put it nice.
Yeah, it's great to have these buildings, it's a lovely place.
I think to propose the right support.
Yeah, support as well. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah,
So that's a majority. Thank you.
thanks very much for coming.
Yeah, so we just want to come along.
Yeah.
Say hello.
Yeah.
And, cool, thank you very much.
Thanks very much. You want to stay as well, but yeah, obviously you don't have to. We have to do, yeah. Great. Okay, thanks very much again. Thank you very much. Good night.
Right, the next one is 3, 4, 5, 17 Back Street, the old St. John's Canyon building. Yeah, which is to convert from offices to 5 dwelling flats. This is a location plan, it's complete from Back Street, opposite Albert House and St. John's Church.
Next to the pub.
And it is next to the pub, the point on the back arms, something. I don't know.
Yes, definitely.
These are the existing plans. Again, as you can see, it's just office, standard office style, nothing exciting. I highly doubt anything of heritage value is left within the building. We live in hope, but
Yeah.
definitely not.
It's not, isn't it?
This is the existing and proposed roof plan. So, as part of the proposal, they're proposing 3 very wonky dormers and many wonky skylights.
Yeah.
Well, I just read they're all different sizes.
It's architects, isn't it?
So these are the proposed ground and first floor plans. They want to retain the existing elevation, so they've made no changes to the fenestration, and very few changes to the internal layout. So everything's a bit. Would you describe that more there as stroke here? So that one is through the door on the left, the existing door on the left, the existing internal layout basically into flat 2, where the existing service core is, and the boiler room, they are proposing to change that to a cycle and a bin store, as well as the stairs up to flat 3 and 4, which are, again, not the world's greatest layout. And then,
Can you just go back to the stairs up to flats 3 and 4? Can you put your cursor on?
yeah, so you come in through this door
Yeah.
here, and you go up and round, then come up here.
Right.
It's
And then you go through that landing into flat 3, yeah?
into flat 4,
Yeah.
into the landing, and you
And
follow
along
this
there.
whole flat 3.
What are the steps? Right, the red steps, like, the steps.
That's up to the last step.
Does that look like going up? Oh, okay.
There's more. So the roof space into another 2-bedroom flat, again, with a very odd layout.
Can you rented?
Yes, I believe so. Or,
Oh,
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 that's I don't think. So the existing elevation, this is the elevation facing Palmer Street, that one is the Stella. This is the front elevation facing Back Street. That is the elevation facing the internal courtyard of the pub. And then the proposed elevation bathroom, which is exactly the same, that was on the road. So,
How do you get out of the flat 5 if the upstairs staircase is on fire? You don't, basically.
That was going to be my question, because there doesn't seem to be a fire escape, and yet on the
on the ground
first
floor,
floor, on the first floor, it states fire escape windows. But it doesn't state that on the loft space, so the flat 5, and there's no indication of any fire escape.
so in the new building regs, you only need 2 stairs if you're above 11 stories. But you should have, there should be a lobby, an isolated lobby, which there isn't at flat 5. There should be a fire escape window, at least, which there isn't. There should be a door on the bedroom. The kitchen should be compartmentalised, which isn't. So,
Okay, can you just clarify for me, please, that a fire escape window, as I understand, and I read up when I saw this, is simply to allow fire brigade ladder access. It doesn't actually mean that it's fire escape.
yeah, that's right. And that's
So therefore, this flat 5, taking Steve's point that if the staircase is inaccessible, therefore there is no means of escape until the fire brigade arrive and execute a escape.
Oh, fire escape windows are just those ones that don't have a catch on, so that you can open them and push them wide open.
Well, they're not to have any sort of central party or anything like that, and they have to be as if 1.1 meters, no more than 1.1 meter high, and they stay open when you open them. But my point is that there is no fire escape. It's simply a window that would allow access to the fire brigade.
these are conversations that the directors will have to do. Conversation with Dick.
Right, okay. Let's move on.
Okay, can I just say, I don't use supportive, I'm just saying, in supportive, we have 5 small, potentially privately rented flats that we do need improve. I still don't think that what we've heard outweighs that, but I'm just thinking that.
I would agree, however, I don't think they're the best laid out. I don't think they're going to be particularly nice, which I know is a fine consideration, but I don't think we should be saying, well,
There's a category of big issues, isn't there? I think Lugon pointed out that the whole concept of where the bins go on the cycle storage. You're not.
partnership objective based on the bin cycle storage.
I mean, human nature would dictate that the people in flat, well, flats 1, I was thinking, and flat 3, are not going to come down the stairs, walk down the road, back in to put their keys in the cupboard, are they? They're just going to leave them on the road.
I don't think that's a big enough space to be a second line of business store.
Not the five flats.
Not the five flats. It's removing office and therefore employment space from the town centre. And it hasn't been advertised as office space either, which they should be doing before it gets the option to convert it.
I mean, it's been on the market for long enough. No, I was just going on the basis that this is going to be a board outside it from state agent for several weeks, but I don't know what the legal requirement is.
Yeah, the amended, one amended supplementary plan document requires that it is advertised for 10 to 12 months. And they have to provide evidence to say where they've marketed it, and they have to record any interest and any offers that were received against it in its current use, or its last use, should I say. And none of that information has been attached to the application, and it went up for sale by auction. So unless it was advertised on somewhere else as it would normally be, I only saw it go straight up for auction, so they wouldn't be able to meet the criteria of
And that's the sort of thing the planning office is going to push back on.
it would be, and I believe the policy officer has also raised that as well.
Personally, I'm sympathetic with the idea of converting unused spaces to viable living accommodation. So from that point of view, I'm quite supportive of this. But I think it's an overly hodgepodge and doesn't pass muster in its current form.
Yeah, I'm a bit concerned about the pub, I must admit. Right next door to the pub.
Yeah.
I'm always concerned that they move in planning and the pub gets all over group.
Which doesn't do that. And there's also no outdoor space and there's no parking, which I know we want to encourage people to walk in the town centre, but it is a consideration if others of that.
Well, I think if there's no parking, you've got to make it easy for people who have bicycles, and it doesn't really make it that easy.
So no, it's saying that the high up tree like this there, but it has storage.
So I think we're sort of objecting, aren't we, on I think that the fire escape issue changes. Can we do that? Object on it?
Yeah, we can object on that. I mean, that will be the safety that will be looked at as part of what the planning officer and the consultees will respond to. So yes, we can.
Bin storage and cycle storage is
Change of use, particularly right next door to the pub, which is a viable business that needs entertainment.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the situation of the rear entrance into the pub and the position of the bedroom window on the first floor, it's really, yeah. And the dormer windows on the front.
oh yeah.
Yes, here are the dormer windows, so that'll be really obvious all the time.
Can I propose that we object and leave it to our qualified staff to put the necessary words together?
The final one, there's only one slide, because it's only that one application, is the land at Cranmore View, which is an application for outline planning permission with all matters reserved for the erection of 3 dwelling houses. Their house is essentially a bit of leftover green space that would have been for the estate when it was built. It's not an application, so not much to tell you, there's no design or anything. There's been lots of objections already from neighbours. It was part of the care homes scheme a while ago that didn't get carried forward. I personally think that a different design than the one they've demonstrated would work better. But yeah, that's it really.
What are we actually debating? The principle of development on this side? Is that basically it?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. In general, I am well familiar with the Fairhomes through proposals we saw 18 months ago, or whatever, that's before this current council. I think there were 10 sites identified across the town on bits of green space that at that time they were all meant to be for affordable housing outcome of the proposals. Since then, I mean, that scheme was abandoned for lots of reasons on all the sites. Since then, it's well known that Somerset have got financial difficulties. Unfortunately, that scheme identified possible building sites. And this is probably going to be the first of a slew of applications, I'm sure, where Somerset are trying to add value to bits of land they own. So it's a bit galling that Somerset are the applicant to add totally criticise other places in the town for, other developers in the town for, where people buy a bit of land, get some planning permission and sell it off, they're just acting as a private developer like we see elsewhere. So on that basis, I'm not very keen on it. If you include to come back as affordable housing or CLT housing or something like that, or be over to a CLT, then I think probably be a lot more minded to support it. But as a purely money-making exercise, and unfortunately I think it's because of us, this is the first of quite a few in the town. What we have to remember, this has come up a few times now, bits of green land, bits of green space for ethnic development for a reason. Developers would only leave the bare minimum they could possibly get away with, otherwise they would put houses on there already. And so I think we should try and preserve as many green spaces in the town, and we're obviously quite interested in that as the councillor for those places. We should be trying to get these spaces for ourselves to be a bit of a green run for the town, and I'm very concerned that this will be the start of a campaign by Somerset to, in the design access statement, it says that because of phosphates and all the other things that through will be bearing the brunt of all the housing developments, what was amended. So we've got to be very, very careful at times. We completely can't read it over, and in that case I'll be objecting to this application.
Anyone else?
I should perhaps get some guidance given that I'm director of faculty. If we're debating it, we might be supportive of it in context. I mean, I certainly don't like the idea of it being sold off for commercial housing, but whether it's faculty or not,
Yeah.
I could be more supportive if there was a caveat on it that it's social housing.
Yeah, I think I'm quite happy to say that.
Just to respond to Anne's questions, given that the application has been made by Somerset Council and that at this point in time faculty have no interest in the site, then you don't need to declare any interest.
Yeah.
Just second what Mark said.
Yeah.
We agree, and I am really worried about what we're going to see in the future. If it was social housing, it would be a very different conversation.
Excuse me, I agree with what Fiona just said and what Kennedy as well. I think we have to be very careful that we don't sort of do this piece by piece, bit by bit.
Yeah.
And that could be an issue that Somerset will probably, as long as these applications in, one every so often, so we have to take an overall view of what's going on for green spaces within particular areas.
Okay, I mean, although ladies, I totally agree with what I said, you know, if it has to be developed, then it should be developed for affordable housing, not just commercial property, but, commercial housing. I just go back to, the COVID issue lockdowns that we had. And these green spaces around the town were invaluable for people getting out of their houses, and just being able to get a little bit of sanity back in their lives. And, you know, that's one of the reasons why we've had those things so vividly opposed is because it was just doing that, it was taking on the small green spaces, whether they're used a lot or not, they are there and they're there for a reason. I agree with what everyone said, if it has to come forward, if it was affordable housing, it would be a much different conversation. That's fair. On that basis, I think we reject. Yeah, I agree, Mike. Sure.
Okay, you done? Oh, the only other one I want to think about is the 81 Melon Road.
Yeah, 343.
Yes, have recently been an elevation has been fantastic, and we did a day to that. If we have any other comments or whether we want to keep our objection.
It was bad as ever it was.
I think it's worse. Yeah.
Okay. Looks like we keep that.
What was the number?
343.
354.
Oh, three.
Wait, which one?
343.
The one you're talking about now.
Oh, sorry. 349. No, that's the wrong one. 343. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do too many things.
Do we need to record no comments?
Yeah. So, we someone could vote on that.
So the council chair is saying the objection on.
Yeah.
No, it's exciting. Great, you're done. Thanks.
Thank you very much. The next panel meeting is
21st.
20.
No? 20 something. 23rd. 23rd.
23rd November. See you then.
Not that everyone is.
Thank you everyone, and good night.
Just wait 1 second.
If you could close down the YouTube.